Next game, right? Here's another one. Here's one I'm probably gonna get a little bit of flack for, maybe. I think there are people who like this game, but I don't. I hate this game, and I'm just gonna show it to you. KOTOR 2. Yes, Knights of the Old Republic 2. This game is ass. It is ass. You wanna know why? They go through this big spiel. Let me see. Yeah. The decisions you make will influence you and your companions to the light or dark side of the Force. True. Although it's done in a stupid way, because no matter how evil you make somebody, they still act their goody two-shoes self. The game has options. It has lots of options. You can be good or evil. You can choose all kinds of different, I guess, dialogue options for people, or talk to them and learn things with them and gain friendship points with them or whatever. But that has no real influence on much of anything. The main plot line is going to continue the way it was going to continue no matter what you do. There's no changes, there's no branching plot, there is no nothing. And in the game where you say, we let the character decide, we let them make choices, we let them decide, to not have in any way a branching plot of any sort, really. That's kind of stupid to do. Why would you do that? If you make a game based around choices, the choices should do something. They should not just be something that's there and then has no influence on the game whatsoever. Beyond, how much force points you need to spend on light or dark side powers. It's just utterly ridiculous. And the game did not feel finished. It felt like it was half finished. They did not finish making this game. They did not. They released it early because people were waiting for it, and they didn't bother to complete it. It's not done. If you've played this game and you've beaten it, and you want to argue with me that that the ending was good, then we can do it. But you're wrong, because the endings are horrible. Here are your endings. I'm going to spoil it for people who actually want to play this game, so skip ahead about 10 seconds. Because that's all it's going to take for me to explain what the endings are. You leave the planet, or you leave the planet and it explodes. That's your endings. Good endings, right? Yeah, they make you feel like you completed something, like you achieved something in this. No, they don't. They don't really make you feel like that at all. They make you feel like you just wasted multiple hours playing a game that the game developer obviously did not care to actually do something with. They didn't care to finish it. They didn't care to complete it or round it out. They just made it, threw it out there, and knew it would sell because KOTOR 1 sold, right? That upsets me a bit. There are not many LucasArts games that I am happy with, unfortunately, because I love the franchise, but anyway. The game also does something I hate in games, which is you are going to have these guys in your party, and I know we give you the option to tell them to go away, but they are not going to go away. They're going to stay here for stupid reasons. Like, you get this guy Goto, who is like a villain. He is a villain, and he gives you a not droid. It's some kind of droid. It's a droid that tortures Princess Leia in the episode 4 of Star Wars. I can't remember what they're called, but you get one of those, and he's a jerk. He's a huge jerk. He just shows up and says, "I'm in your party now," and you have to have him in your party. And you have the dialogue option of saying, "Get lost, I hate you." But to that he replies, "Oh, well, you see, I'm just a droid that's being controlled by a human, so I have a thermal detonator in me. So if you try and do anything to me, I'll blow it up and kill everybody on the ship." Well, I have a little proposal for you there, Mr. Goto. How about I put you in my party, go a couple hundred feet away from the ship, and then cut you in half with my freaking lightsaber? What are you going to do about that, huh? You're going to blow me up? I don't think it would kill me. I've been hit with thermal detonators the whole dang game. It's not going to do anything to me. I just hated that. you should be able to get rid of him. If you do not want him, you should be able to throw him to the side, and you can't. You want to know why you can't? Because he is critical to the end game, sort of. If you call a 10-second cutscene that they never explain in the game to be important. Yeah, you have this little droid thing that helps you throughout the game that one of the characters has, and the guy shows up and like kills it or hacks it or something. They never really tell you, and they never really tell you why he does it. It just kind of shows it and then cuts away. I don't know what that was supposed to be. What was that supposed to be? What was supposed to be accomplished or shown to me by that? I don't know. I honestly don't know. And it's just such a letdown. The game was such a letdown. That's all I can say. It should have been great because I thought KOTOR 1 was pretty good. But I don't know. Maybe I just can't see past the fact it's so obviously an uncompleted game that's half-coded. But I can't see through past it, I guess, and because of that, all the little things that are annoying annoy me even more. Like these little cutscenes they have throughout the game that your character is not privy to, but tell you what's going to happen to your character soon. I hate that. If you're going to do the whole game through this one character's eyes, do it through his eyes. Do not show me cutscenes he can in no way be a part of. Tell me the plot through him. That's the point of me playing as them and being attached to them, is so I can experience what they experience. If you keep cutting away from them to show crap they can't possibly know or ever see, it takes me out of the game. It takes me out of thinking in terms of that character or caring about that character or being attached to him. Because you keep cutting away and showing things that he's not a part of that are apparently important, and apparently he needs to know, but he never actually finds them out because he never sees them. You see how that's a problem? Especially whenever later in the game he acts as if you're supposed to act as if you didn't know it, but he can't possibly know it, so whatever.